Final Destination Bloodlines is directed by Lipovsky, and this is the 6th film of the Final Destination film series, and of course the final performance from Tony Todd. The film follows Stephanie as a college student, has intested her grandmother's deadly premonition, and realizes that death is coming for her family. Now, it's my history with the Final Destination movies. I'm not the biggest fan of these movies. I do respect them. I do like some of their movies. I didn't love all of them. You know, the first one, for what it is, a really fun, typical supernatural horror movie, which I do like. I like the premise about a certain character or has a premonition what's going to happen. It has to prevent some of the survivors who survived from that event happened, and of course, they try to save them as much as they can while death is killing them off one by one. Of course, the sequels came along, and the sequels are hit and miss. 2 and 3 were actually pretty good. Not amazing, but for what they are, the kills are there are pretty brutal and really up the level, which I will say. 4, yeah, that was bad. Did not care for that one. And 5 was decent. It was enjoyable enough. It's better than 4, but that's not saying much. But I did like the ending, how it all ties into the first one. So when I heard about them making another one, I was kind of like, okay, let's check this one out. I wasn't expecting anything groundbreaking. I was expecting to go in, maybe I'll try and find some enjoyment out of it. Maybe I'll just watch it just for the kills. If the kills are there as good, I'll be satisfied. And coming out of this film, I'm genuinely surprised how good this one is. Now, is it perfect? Not necessarily. I know the Rotten Tomatoes score got like a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes, which even though I kind of agreed to disagree with some of the critics, but this one I would say is definitely one of the better ones. I would say it's second top favorite. Maybe the first one I liked a little bit more, but this one is definitely good. I would say just right up there, just maybe right up there with the first one. I will start off by saying the kills in this film are pretty brutal. I'm just going to straight off the bat. The kills in here are very brutal. There are some couple of shock values, and there were a couple of times I was kind of cringing. I think if you go into the Final Destination movies, you know you're going to expect characters going to get killed off one by one, even if you don't really care for them or not, but at least you can go, oh, okay, that kill's really cool, or oh god, that's brutal. There are a couple of times I did kind of cringe, and there were a couple of times I was kind of like, oh god, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck. You know, if you're just going in that fun aspects of it, you get what you're getting. I think that's what you get with this movie. It's a really fun, gory, fun, blood and guts stuff there, which you do get from this film. I will say this, the first half of the film was actually really good. I really loved the opening scene with the grandmother, Iris, and of course her boyfriend now in the film. No one spoil, but I'll keep it in mind a spoil where she's engaged to her boyfriend, and of course she's been a child. And then you start to see the Sky Tower. You probably saw the trailers, you know where it's going, which, not gonna lie, that opening scene was super tense. I was kind of like, oh god, what's gonna happen, what's gonna happen? But I like the way how they opened it. It didn't do it in the very predictable way how Final Destination kind of opens with a certain character has a premonition. It goes back to after that event happens, he has to warn everyone. You know, you do get that scene, but you don't show it till the grandma explains how she survived and how they saved everyone that day, which I did kind of like that. It definitely adds something to the story, and it definitely changed up a little bit. I did like about the Bloodlines that all this family, a big functional family, are not meant to exist, and so death is onto them. So basically, they're trying to kill them off one by one and try to prevent them being exist. So it's basically death is trying to catch up with them, trying kill them off, which I'm not gonna lie, some of the kills in here are like I said, are brutal, especially with certain characters like Eric and Julia, which both these characters get killed off really brutal. They were all like shocked, like, oh, not gonna lie, that brutal stuff is really cool. And for most of the acting, I think the acting, you expect from Final Destination, you're not expecting Oscar acting, but I'm not saying the acting is bad. I think everyone does an overall good job given the performance they give, and they do try to elevate the script a little bit. They do try to add something, which I did appreciate. Of course, we cannot forget the man, the myth, the legend himself, Tony Todd as William Bloodworth. Seeing Tony Todd for the last time in this movie, this is his final performance after he passed away, before he passed away for this one. I would say, Tony Todd, wherever you are, rest in peace, and you definitely give a good performance, even though in the movie that much. But you do get a glimpse of his character a little bit. He's not like a character you do see him for one scene, and he's just there for that reason alone. But you do get enough who he is as a character. You do see him. A lot of mystery behind him. Some people say, is he the Angel of Death, or is he Death himself? Because he's throughout the first two, I don't think he's in the third one. Maybe he did a voiceover, I think he did. And then, of course, he did appear in the fourth one, but he did appear in the fifth one. But he appeared in this one. Even if it's just for one scene, you probably saw the trailer. But the moment I saw him, I went, oh, hi, Tony Todd. He definitely gave a good performance, and seeing him was just great. And he definitely adds something to his character, which I did really kind of like. It's not a throwaway character. He definitely adds something. That being said, well, it is definitely a fun film to watch, but there are some problems. I will say it did kind of feel a bit rushed when you get to the second, third act, where it's definitely felt like it's tried to breeze through a few things. It didn't really get a chance to slow down or get to the moment of the characters, because even though the characters are not expecting much from it, but I wish we could dive in a little bit more, because there's so many opportunities, so many doors open, which you do get some of that, but I just wish we could have dive in a little bit more with, which I kind of liked, because I do like the first half of it. I thought that was really good, but when we get to the second half, even though there are some great stuff in there, but there's just certain things that just felt rushed and braced off. And some of the CGI blood, which, again, I don't mind CGI if it's done well, but the CGI blood is kind of noticeable at times. There were a couple of times I was kind of like, okay, yeah, that was CGI blood. I wish they could have done a little bit more practical, make it more convincing. I'm not saying you can still use CGI. You can still use CGI if you want to, but I wish they could have done a little bit more practical, if you know what I'm saying, with these movies, which I do get. There are some cool scenes. If you're a Final Destination fan, I think you're going to have a good time with this. I think it's a really fun, enjoyable horror, supernatural film. If you want to watch it just for the kills, you're going to get your money's worth. It's a really fun time. If you're bringing your friends over or you want to watch this movie, go see it. You're going to have a blast. I had a blast watching this film. I did like it, and I had a good time with it. Will I watch it again? Yeah, I would watch it. If I have friends over and if they want to watch it, I'll put it on, I'll watch it. Just have a good time. If you just want to watch for the kills or just see the brutality of it, that's weird. You get your tickets worth. Overall, Final Destination Bloodlines, for what it is, I had a good time. It's one of the best ones. I would definitely say it's up there. It's definitely up there as one of the best ones in the franchise. Is it a perfect movie? Not necessarily. But as a fun, summer blockbuster, a fun supernatural horror film, this is a fun movie to watch. And I did come out and I did really like it. And if there's another one, maybe there will be, but I think after Tony Todd passed away, I don't think they will. Maybe they would. I'll be happy to see more of this in this franchise. If you want to do something new, as long as they keep it fresh and interesting, I'll be engaged. Then I'll definitely check it out. I'm going to give Final Destination Bloodlines a B. Guys, comment down below and tell me, what do you think of Final Destination Bloodlines? Do you love it? Do you like it? Do you think it's alright, or do you hate it? Whatever the case is, comment down below and tell me what you think. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Until next time, see ya.